Okay, year 12. I'm just going to go through some of the questions in here because there's some things in exercise 903 that I think are worth mentioning. The first one here that I want to talk about, which I think you need to know and I'll mention in class, is some terminology which we're going to be dealing with. And the terminology we need to talk about relates to sample and population. Now, when we calculate the mean, and this regards to the standard deviation as well, we can get the sample mean or we can get the population mean. Now, the sample mean usually is represented, and we can see here, and when we talk about samples, we use English alphabet, so X's and S's, X for mean, or X with a dash with a mean, and S for sample standard deviation. When we want the population, we use Greek letters, and that is a Greek letter mu, and that is a population mean. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I just wanted to note that at this time. We also use the Greek letter sigma, and remember the Greek letter sigma just means sum, add up all the x's, add up the f column, add up the f of x column. All right. Now, the other measures of central tendency, so that's what we're doing in this chapter, the three measures of central tendency: the mean, which we add up all the scores and divide by the number of scores; the mode, and that's important there. Make sure you put that somewhere in your notes. The mode, which is the score with the highest frequency. Right, that's really easy to do. And the median, which is the middle score. Now remember, if there's an even number, if there's an even number of scores, there'll be two middles. If there's an odd number of scores, there'll be one middle. They give a formula for this, but I tend to it's more like common sense. They give this here, but I don't know how your head is going with all the things you need to remember. But anyway, we'll see how we go. So let's have a go at some of these, and we'll go down here. Now, I haven't asked you to do all of these. I've said do 1A and E. Now, what I would do is I'm going to show you how to do these on the calculator as well, which means I better get it up. And is it on documents, my calculator, or is it in downloads? No, it must be on the desktop. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I would use a calculator for nearly all of these questions, but I'm going to show you how to do some of them without a calculator as well. So the first thing you got to do, if you're going to calculate the mean and the mode and the median, you need to get the scores in order. So I'm going to do 1A, you can do 1E. So 1A, I'm going to put them in order. So I've got a 1, cross it off. I've got a 5, and then another 5, and another 5. So 3 5s, 2 6s, and a 7. Do the easy ones first. Mode is 5. The median, the middle score. Well, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Half of 7 is 3.5, so I go to the fourth score. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. And there are 3 above and 3 below. So the median is also 5. Now, if I add up all the scores, what have I got? 3 5s are 15, plus the 1, 16, 2 12s, 28, 35. So the mean, add up all the scores, 35. How many scores are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, over 7. Oh, look at that. The mean is 5 also. So that one worked out. And I'm just getting the answers up to double check. I'm pretty sure that one's right though. And where are we going? Exercise 902. 903, sorry. And there we go. 5, 5, 5. You can use your calculator for these, which is what I want to show you now. So get your calculator up. First thing you want to do is put it in stat mode. So you hit setup, put it in stat mode. We want one variable statistics. And this is good because I haven't got the frequency yet. I'll show you how to do it with the frequency in a minute. If you get a frequency column, I'll show you how to turn that off in a moment. So you just put the numbers in, 1, enter, 5, enter, 5, enter, 5, enter. I'll just put in the data, 6, enter, 6, enter, 7, come on, 7, enter. And you don't have to put them in order. You can put them in any order. You go shift, all clear, get that out of there. And then you go shift 1 to get your statistics. What do you want? Well, we want the variable, so we'll click number 4 and look at these things. We get N, which tells us number of scores. So that'll tell us, hopefully if we press 1, we should get 7. 7 scores, good. I'll go shift 1 again. I'll go variable stats, and you can see there I've got X with a dash, so the average. 5, beautiful. And then if I go back here, the other one I want to get the median is in number 5, min-max. And there it is, number 4, and we get 5. You can't do the mode. The calculator will not do mode. Okay, so there's question 1. Question 2, just find the mode. Well, you're looking for the highest frequency. I'm going to do one of these. I'm not going to do both. You can have a go at them. So I'm looking at the biggest number in the frequency. So the mode here is brown. That's the most popular, highest frequency. You'll note that these are categorical data and there's no order to them. No one is more important than the other. So they're not ordinal, they're nominal. So you can't find the mean and the median or any other statistical analysis on those. The next question I wanted you to do is 3A and D. Now, again, I want to do these with the calculator, but I'm going to do D. I'm going to do D manually first. So you'll notice that when we set up a frequency distribution table, we'll sometimes have an FX column. Remember, this is your X, that's your frequency, and we'll have a cumulative frequency column. So I'm going to make this a bit bigger. So FX, 3 times 100, 300. 0 times 101, 0. 2 times 102, 204. 1 times 103, 103. 6 times 104, 6 ones are 600, 6 fours are 24, so 624. 5 times 105, 525. Now, this is why I was hoping, or I wanted you, first of all, get the mode out of the way. Mode has the highest frequency, so that is 104. So the mode is 104. Let's get the mean out of the way now. So to get the mean, we need sigma f and sigma fx. We need to add up these columns. So if we add up these columns, 3 and 0, 3 plus 2 is 5, 6, 12, 17. Double check that. 3 and 2 is 5, 6, 12, 17. And then we add up these columns. So I'm going to have to use my calculator for this. So 300 plus 204 plus 103 plus 624 plus 525. 1,756. 1,756. Okay, so to calculate the mean, by the way, I wouldn't do this way. Sigma fx over sigma f, which is 1756 over 17. I'm just going to make sure I'm getting this right, so I'm going to get my answers up on my screen. And what are we doing? Question 3, D, I think, isn't it? D. There we go. Righto. And I get my calculator. 1756. Too many sevens in there. Divided by 17. 103.29. Dot, dot, dot. And what do they want it to? They don't say anything, but the answers give it to one decimal place. So we'll do the same, 103.3. And you can't have these are attendances, so you can't have 0.3 of a person. But Now, the median. Now, the median is the middle score. There are 17 scores. So there's going to be one middle. We have to find the middle. Now, to find the middle, you just halve 17. Half of 17 is 8.5, and you go one up, the ninth. The ninth score will have 8 scores below it and 8 scores above it. And that's why we do the cumulative frequency column. So here I go. I'm going to add up the frequency as I go so I can see where the ninth score is. So there's 3. 3 plus the 0 is 3. 3 plus the 2 is 5. 5 plus the 1 is 6. 6 plus the 6 is 12. And 12 plus the 5 is 17. And this number must always be the same. Now, I'm looking for, and I haven't got a clear marker here. For example, the 5th score, if I line these up in order, the 5th score is 102. All right, you can see I'd have the 3 100s, the 2 102s, and the 5th score would be the 102. The 6th score would be 103. The 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th scores are all 104s. Now, what score are we looking for? We're looking for the 9th score because it's the middle of 17. And the 9th score, what did we say it was? 104. Okay? And they're all the correct answers. Now, you would never do that. You would never do that. What you would do is you would just go here, you go set up, you put that back to computation because that clears it. You go set up again, you put on stat, and you'd put your data in. Now, when I go 1, I haven't got a frequency column, so how am I going to do this? Well, if I go set up, oh no, I have to go shift setup. If I go shift setup and I use my arrow button, you'll see number 3 down there has stats. So I go number 3, it says, do you want your frequency on? I go, yes, please. And now I've got a frequency column. So I'm going to put all my numbers in, 100, too many zeros, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. Go across, and I'll put my frequencies in. 3, 0, 2, 1, 6, 5. Now they're in there. I press all clear. I go shift. The first thing I do is I want to make sure I've got the right amount of data. I know there are 17 bits of data, so that's the first thing I'm going to check. I'm going to check by going number 1. Are there 17? Yes. So now I go and check the others. Now, you know I can't do the mode, so I'm going to do the mean. And again, that's in variable stats, and that's number 2. And there we go. We got that one, 103.29. But let's find the median, shift stat, for Oh, it's not that one. Shift stat. I want number 5. I want the median, number 4. And there's 104. So you can see, you can do it using the frequency. That's why we have these columns, to calculate these measures of central tendency. And that's why we get these things. But our calculator will do it for us. Okay. I'm going to jump a few now because you need to do some of those on your own. 3, 4A and C. Oh, I'm going to do one of these, 4. So I'm going to let you do A and C. To find the median, you can construct a cumulative frequency histogram UGOV. And what you do, this is a guess. It's a terrible way of doing it. It's a terrible way of doing it. No one would do this. Everyone would pump it into a calculator or put it in an Excel spreadsheet. This is what they used to do before they had powerful computers and things, and they wanted to get a really rough estimate. Because we know, all right, if the cumulative frequency is 30, there are 2 middles. It's the 15th and the 16th score. However, we're going to go, just a rough guess, there and hit 15. And we're going to come down here and we're going to go, look at that. Somewhere between 1 and 2. So 1.5. I'm just going to check the answers, make sure that they've got the same ones as me. What am I doing? Question 4B. 27 scores, 13. Are there only 27? How can we know there are 27? I thought there were 30. There are 27 scores. Goodness me. How do they know that's 27? Let's have a look at this. Come on, give me my red pen. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. So 27, 13.5, which is somewhere in here, which gives you the 1. They got 1. That's a bit dodge, I reckon. They're all dodge. They are all dodgy, these. I don't like this. I think C's okay because it's 100. Is that 100? Yeah. So where's 100? 50. Oh, they didn't even give us 50 on the scale, so I've got to guess. So I'm guessing here. I'm going about there. I'm getting 3.5, and that's what they got. Goodness me. It's a dodgy way to do it anyway. So don't stress too much about question 4, but know that that's how you can do it. I have asked that in the past in HSCs in general and standard. Do I want to do question 6? I think I do, because question 6, well, not questions, 5, sorry. So I'm just going to do this one completely via calculator. I'm not going to draw up that. Now, the modal class, when you get group data like we've got here, so here's groups of, how many are there, do you think? Groups of 5, right? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There are 5. This is grouped in 5s. So we're looking for the highest frequency, and we've got 2 modes. Well, that's a good one to do. We've got the modal class of 20 and 24, so the modal class. Oops, goodness me. The modal class is 20 to 24 and 50 to 54. And let's just double check that, make sure we're correct there. D. Righto. Now, in their work solutions, they've done a whole frequency distribution table, done the F column, the X column. We're not going there. What I want you to do is go back here, turn your stat off so it wipes all the data, turn your stat back on, go to 1. You should now have a frequency column, and all you've got to do is find the middle of these 2. Well, you add them, 20 plus 24, and you divide by 2 to get the middle. And that'll give you 44 on 2, so the middle is 22. So there's 20 and 21 below and 23 and 24 above. So down here, I'm going to have 22, and then it goes up because it's grouped in fives, 27, 32, 37, 42, 47, 52, and 57. Because you can't calculate a mean based on group data. You've got to get a class centre. And now we just put these numbers in. So what do we got? 12, 8, 9, 7, 8, 11, 12, and 16. Now, I don't know how many bits of data are here. I'll go all clear, shift, stat, for variable. Let's find out how many there were. 83. And they reckon there's 73. I better go back and check my table, make sure I've got it. You can go back and check your data. So if I go here and I go to data, so 22, 27, so 12, 8, 9, come on, go down, 7, 8, 11, 12, you can see there, I've put in 16 and it's only 6. All right, press all clear, check it again, go my data, number 4, see how many I've got, 73. So now I know I've got the right data. I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to calculate the mean, which is number 2, 38.98. So 39. So the mean is 38.98, ... 39. Now, I'm not going to do the others. You need to just get your head around how you would do them. I've put HCD because they talk about outliers. Now, outlier just means a score that is so removed from the others, it's just out of this world. So you can have an upper outlier. Look at this 97. So at a party, everyone was below 65 except one person who was 97. Could have been their party. So that one's an outlier. Here, everyone in this attempted, 4 questions or more, except this one person who just gave up. And that's an outlier. Or we know we're going to learn how to calculate it. Rating for a dance party. All these people had a great time. This person said, no, it was a crap party. Assuming 1 was the worst and 9 was the best. So you need to be able to look at the outliers. What is the outlier going to do? It's going to affect the mean. It's either going to lift the mean or pull the mean down. Doesn't necessarily affect the mode or the median. Let's put this data in. We'll go to our calculator. I'm just going to do C here. So clear all that. I'm going to go to my setup. I'm going to put 1 in. So I'm back to that. I'll go back, put the 2 in, the stat, go 1 variable. Even though I've got a frequency, I don't have to use it. I can have everything as a frequency of 1. So I've got to be careful here on this stem and leaf. I've got 23. Remember that is 23 and that's 25 and that's 26. So you've got 23, 25, 26, 32, too many there, 37, 41, 43, 50, 50, 53, 54, 63, 65, and 97. Oops. Oh yeah, that's it. That's all I have to do. Now, go all clear, shift, stat, variable. Let's double check the number of people that are there. 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Beautiful. By the way, the median and the mode, really easy. The mode for this one, there they are, 50. There are two of them. That's the only one. There are two 50-year-olds at the party. That's the mode. What about the median? Well, what did we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's an even number. There are two middles. The median, halve it, 7 go up 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the median, give me this. The median is 50. And let's double check. There should be 7 below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, have I missed one? Are there 14 scores here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14. So there should be 7 below. Maybe I messed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. Oh, you idiot. What are you talking about? Even number. There's only there's two medians and I have to find the halfway point. So I need halve it, 7 and 8. So there's the 7th, there's the 8th. So I'm going the average of those two, which is 50. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hold on. I've done it wrong again. Cool. It's a 7th, that's the 7th, and that's the 8th. So I have to add 43 and 50 together and divide by 2, so that's 93, so 46.5. 46.5 is the median. I'm just double checking. What question am I doing? 8C. 8C, where are you? 8C, 7. Give me 8C. Here we go. 46.5. Now, I would never do it like that. Bang, your calculator, you've just done it. And if I go shift here, 1, I go to max min. What do I want? The median 4. Watch. Beautiful. Now, I made a heap of mistakes because I was trying to be fast and I wasn't really concentrating. But my calculator, you just put it in and away you go. What else do we have to calculate? The mean. The mean. So I go into 4. I want the mean, number 2. There it is, 47.07, which is correct, 47.1. Now, the best thing about this is they say, find the outlier. We did that, 97. Find the mean, median, and mode. And then find the mean, median, and mode without the outlier. So all you have to do is go into your data, right, and go down to the outlier and delete it. And it's a 14th score. There it is. And just delete it. Now I go all clear. Now it's gone. If I go and check the data, there should be only 13 in there. So let's go N13. Yeah. And we'll get the mean. We'll get the median first, see if that changes. So 5. And we'll get the median. 43. It did. It went down a little bit. The mode didn't change though. I still got 50 as my mode. So the median went down a little bit. Usually the median's not that much affected, and it hasn't been a lot. What about the mean? So let's go shift 1, go to variable, get the mean, 43.23, and that's gone down a lot too, because the mean before was 47. So that's what they're wanting you to do there. Okay, that should be enough. The only other question that I want you to do, I think, is question 9. And if I have a quick look at that, the reason I want you to do that is find the outlier and does it change any of those. All right.